If you're thinking about buying a home here in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, there are some mistakes that could cost you serious money, time, and stress. And most buyers don't even realize it until it's too late. Today, I'm going to break down 10 deadly mistakes that buyers make when purchasing a home here in the village. And more importantly, how to avoid them so you can buy smart and with confidence. Whether you're relocating, retiring, or buying for the first time here in the village, this video could save you thousands of dollars. So let's begin. First, my name is Fred Monks. I'm with McGraw Realtors here in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, and I bring to you real estate videos and things to do in and around Hot Springs Village. So if you would, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So mistake number one is not understanding that Hot Springs Village is a private community. It's not your typical city or subdivision. It's a private gated community governed by a POA, a Property Owners Association. What this means is there's covenants and restrictions, there's architectural control, and there's POA rules and monthly and annual assessments. So many buyers don't fully understand what they're agreeing to, and this can lead to frustration later if you want to add a fence, build a workshop, rent the home, or even park a certain vehicle on your property. So bottom line is you need to review the POA rules before you fall in love with the property. So mistake number two is not understanding monthly POA fees and other costs and assessments. I'm going to cover other costs first. This is a cost not associated with the POA, but it is a cost that you'll see on your settlement statement. It's a transfer tax. The state of Arkansas assesses this tax anytime that there's a change of property ownership. It's typically $3.30 per $1,000. This is a negotiable fee between the buyer and the seller, but typically we see it split between the buyer and the seller. And like I said, you see this on your settlement statement at closing. This tax is actually used by the state of Arkansas to support state and local services. Another fee by the POA that you'll see on your settlement statement is going to be a buy-in fee. Anytime you're a first-time buyer in the POA, you're going to see a $2,000 buy-in fee that's due at closing, and that is on your settlement statement. Another thing, since we're talking about settlement statements, and that's typically when you're going to be taking ownership of that property when you go to the closing table, I'm advising my buyers 2 weeks prior to closing, you want to schedule with the POA to get your stickers for your car to be able to get in and out of the gates and to get your POA membership card. So you do that 2 weeks prior to closing, you want to schedule that. Mistake number three is choosing the wrong neighborhood for your lifestyle. Hot Springs Village is the largest gated community in the United States. Over 26,000 acres, which equates to over 41 square miles. And each neighborhood is different. Some are in quiet, wooded areas. Some are close to the golf course, so you've got to think about golf course noise. And then some are near the lakes and marinas, and others are a better fit for full-time living versus vacation use. So a common mistake that I see is choosing a home based on price alone without understanding how the neighborhood fits your lifestyle. Some of these neighborhoods have additional fees, maintenance fees, on top of your POA fees. Give you an example. If you're going to purchase in the Diamante neighborhood, which is on the east side of the village, this is where the only private club is. It's a Diamante golf course. You have to have a 4-year membership to buy into this neighborhood. That's going to be an additional cost on top of your regular POA monthly fees, and then of course your $2,000 buy-in fee. So the initiation fee to get in to Diamante Golf Club is going to be $7,500 and a $3,000 transfer fee. And then you're going to be committed to 4 years of golf membership there at about $850 a month. So mistake number 4 is not researching lake access or restrictions. We have 11 recreational lakes here in Hot Springs Village. No jet skis or wave runners are allowed on any of the lakes. And there are several of the lakes that do have a no wake restriction. But what is allowed is canoes, kayaks, paddle boards, fishing boats, and pontoon boats. That's mostly what you'll see on our lakes. Cruisers under 28 feet are permitted. So checking these rules is always a must. Mistake number 5 is skipping specialized home inspections. Homes in Hot Springs Village are often in wooded, hilly terrain areas, and many of the homes are older. That means that home inspectors need to pay special attention to the roof, crawl spaces, drainage, and then also foundations. So just know that in the state of Arkansas, it is a non-disclosure state. It's a buyer beware state. Sellers are not required to give you a seller's disclosure. Many of you may be coming from other states that it's a requirement. It is not here. But know that the contracts are written to give you automatically 10 business days from the date of execution of the contract to study the property. This is where I'll give you a list of home inspectors, and you'll hire one of these home inspectors to do a thorough home inspection for you. And we'll negotiate repairs in that period of time. Also know that that will be a time that you will shop for your homeowner's insurance. Know that the insurance companies pull what's called a clue report. This gives open and closed claims on the property, and it is a time for the insurance company to do a risk assessment on that property. If there's been 3 water claims on there, they may not issue insurance on that property. We need to know these things during that 10-day feasibility time that you're studying this property. Also know, when we get the home inspection returned to us, we will discuss what is important to you. If there's too many issues with the property and we're in that 10-day period of time, you can cancel that contract. It's unrestricted right to terminate that contract, and we can move on to another property. If not, we may negotiate for the seller to make some of those repairs, or either give you concessions, or we renegotiate price. So know that when we get the inspections done within that 10-day period of time. Mistake number 6 is assuming that all utilities and internet are the same. This is really important, especially if you're working from home, to know what internet service provider that you'll want to have, because you want fast internet if you're working from home. So definitely know there's Optimum, T-Mobile, Earthlink, AT&T, Verizon, Starlink, but you'll have to do your research to find the best internet for the area that you're going to live in. Also know that there are 2 electric providers in the village in Saline County. First Electric services Saline County, and then Entergy services the Garland County area. Mistake number 7 is not understanding short-term rental rules. Many buyers assume that their home can be used as a short-term rental or Airbnb. Short-term rentals are regulated, and some neighborhoods may restrict them. So it's really good to do your research on that. There are permits and compliances that may be required by the POA. So know that. Mistake number 8 is just only focusing on the house and not the total cost of the ownership. Now, granted, we've talked about the POA and the fees on that, but also there's maintenance, outside maintenance, your landscape maintenance. Many of these yards are rock and they do not have grass, but we have many trees, and so the cost could be 3-4 times for a leaf removal. And then you have constant maintenance of broken limbs on your trees. So you'll have to have a tree company to cut broken limbs that can be a liability to you and your guests, and also to the structure. So just know that these are costs too that you want to factor in. So understanding true cost of ownership, it's critical here in Hot Springs Village. So mistake number 9 is not working with a local Hot Springs Village expert. Hot Springs Village is unique. The contracts, disclosures, the POA process, and the differences in neighborhoods. You need somebody that is going to be an advocate for you and as a buyer's agent. So the common mistake is that some folks are working with agents that do not specialize in Hot Springs Village. I work here, live here. So I will drop my information, and the best way to contact me, either through a phone call, text, or you can drop your questions in the comments below. So mistake number 10 is falling in love too fast. That may sound strange, but falling in love with a home too quickly, it can lead to poor decision making. I have seen it over the years. I've been representing buyers and sellers since 2001, and I've seen that mistake made before. Buyers sometimes will skip due diligence. They'll ignore the red flags, overpay for a property. There are many beautiful homes in Hot Springs Village. Patience will pay off. Our inventory in our market is very balanced right now. And there's plenty of opportunities here for a good purchase. So the right home will come along. If you're thinking about buying a home here in Hot Springs Village, it's a great decision as long as you avoid these common mistakes that we covered in this video. So if you're thinking about buying here in Hot Springs Village, give me a call. Love to start that conversation with you. You can drop questions in the comments below. Again, this is Fred Monks with McGraw Realtors here in Hot Springs Village. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.